Hello, I'm Cowboy Caleb.
And welcome to Caleb's Bakery.
And today, I'm making you sourdough discard cookies. They're easy to make. First time might be a little hard, but I mean, this is my more than 100th time now, and I can get them done within like 30 minutes. About the first time I made them, it was like an hour and a half, but once you get the hang of it, you'll get it. And first, I'm gonna start by cutting up butter, put it in there, at least 225 grams of butter, and you're gonna actually brown it, so I'll show you how. Alright, the first thing we do is slice up the butter. You're gonna need 225 grams of, actually, it's unsalted butter. Make sure it's unsalted. Slice it up. Then you're gonna take your 225 grams of unsalted butter, put it in a cooking pot. Then you're gonna take a silicone spatula. You're just gonna spread it, and then it should melt, and then eventually it will turn brown and have a nutty smell. And if it's like that, that means it's done and it's ready to go. So you can see that it's brown, so I'm gonna put it in here. So I put the brown butter in a Pyrex measuring cup, and then you're just gonna put it, I like to put it in the freezer because you're supposed to put cooled down brown butter into the cookies. You don't want to kill the sourdough. That's how you will if you put it in really hot. So I'm just gonna go put this in the freezer. So we are going to make our flour mixture next. This is 380 grams of all-purpose flour. So I'm gonna get you need a teaspoon of baking powder. Pour your baking powder in. Put your teaspoon of baking powder in. And then you're going to take a teaspoon of salt. Put it in. And then you're going to mix it up with your teaspoon. There's your flour mixture. We are going to set this aside now. We don't need it yet. We are going to need it later. Save your teaspoon, we're going to need that later too. And then we're off to the other part. Alright, and for this part, I recommend using a KitchenAid. I would not recommend using your hands to stir all the ingredients together. It's going to be hard. So, use a stand mixer. We're going to take 220 grams of sugar. Pour it in there. And then you are going to take 220 grams of light brown sugar. Put it in the stand mixer. Then you don't have to do this, but I like to mix both of the sugars together. And then once your brown butter is cool, you're going to pour that in there. And then you are going to mix it again. You might see some unmixed parts of the sugar, so take your silicone spatula, mix it. And then you are going to take 3 egg yolks. Put them in there. Again, you might see some spots that are not mixed in, so take your silicone spatula, mix it in. Then you are going to take 240 grams of sourdough discard and put it in there. Do not use active sourdough. Use discard only. We are not going to mix that just yet. We're going to add a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Take your teaspoon that you used earlier. You're going to use 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Put it in there. Then you can mix it. Again, you might see some spots that are not mixed in, so stir it with your spatula, mix it in. And then we are going to take our flour mixture that we mixed earlier and pour it into here. Then you are going to mix it. I want to show you this part. You'll see that it'll turn into a dough. Cookie dough. Alright, you can stop it once it's turned into a cookie dough and stir it out. Then you are going to take the mixing bowl out. Then you'll see it has no chocolate chips and seeing some chocolate chips. 400 grams of chocolate chips. Pour in there. These are milk chocolate chips. We haven't tried dark chocolate or white chocolate, just milk chocolate. You'll stir it up. Or mix it up into the dough. And then you are going to take half of the cookie dough and put it in one bowl, and then take the rest of the cookie dough and put it in the other bowl. And I cover it with press and seal. You can too, so that it can go in the fridge. And I usually put it in the fridge for a day, so it gets all cold, and then you bake it the next day. Alright, it's been a day, and your cookies should be cooled off. I'm gonna preheat the oven to 350. What you're gonna do while it heats up, you're gonna measure 68 grams of cookie dough. You're gonna roll it into a ball. Then you're just gonna keep lining them up until you have 12 cookies on a baking sheet on some parchment paper. Alright, and once you have all your cookies on a baking sheet, you can bring it into the oven. Those cookies in for about 8 minutes. Then after those 8 minutes, you'll have to rotate the baking sheet. Alright, the 8 minutes has ended. Gonna rotate it. You're going to leave those in for another 8 minutes. After the 8 minutes are done, you're just going to take them out of the oven and drop the pan. Get cooling racks out. Then you're going to take a spatula and you're going to scoop the cookies off. Alright, and once you get them all in a cooling rack, you can get ready for your second batch. Alright, you're going to start getting ready for your second batch. Same thing, you measure cookies 68 degrees in grams. Roll it into a ball. You're going to put them in the oven for 8 minutes again. You're going to rotate the cookies. Leave them in there for another 8 minutes. And once the cookies are all done, you're gonna drop the pan again. And you're gonna scoop these cookies onto the cooling rack. Alright, and that's the end. These cookies are really good. I hope you get to make them, and they're simple after you make them the first time. Alright, time to test taste one. So good. You gotta try these. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment on the video. These are really good.